Hey everybody, it's Kate, the West Coast Paper Crafter. Happy Mother's Day. I'm going to try one more time to go live. I'm having some trouble with the internet connection. So if I cut out again, I'm just going to give up and I will record a video and post it to my page this morning. So far so good. It looks like everything's working. I am 7 minutes late, so I apologize. But I think we're good to go. So I'm just going to flip the camera around and we will get started with today's project. So close your eyes if you get dizzy, because my phone is going to move. All right. I'm just going to refresh my laptop so I can see what's going on. But unfortunately, it looks like I don't have internet connection on my laptop. So I can't say for sure if this is actually recording, but it looks good from my phone. I don't know what the issue is with my internet today. Okay. All right, laptop is up. It looks like everything's good to go, fingers crossed. So like I said, if we cut out, I'm just gonna finish this video. I'll just do a video and I'll post it later, but so far so good. So today, quick project. I've got some things ready to go, so I won't keep you too long. But I just wanted to refer to this color theory chart in the new annual catalog on page 132, because today I am using colors that I normally would never work with. So I'm going monochromatic, and I'm using the new peach pie along with the pumpkin pie. So if you don't have this catalog, send me a message and I can flip you a PDF version. This color theory section is going to be super handy. So we will get started. All right, we have got a bunch of layers. These two layers I'm just going to put aside. They're for the inside of the card. We've got our regular card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 on the long side. And then I've got a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 pumpkin pie. I've got a piece of the peach pie that is 2 3/4 by 4, and then a piece of white that's 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. And I will post the measurements for this project in the comments. Hey Shannon, thanks from Southern California. Happy Mother's Day. A little bit of stamping on this white piece. I see that my internet's cutting out a little bit. I'm going to keep going and hope for the best. I've got a sentiment from the Country Flower stamp set, Sending Love, and I'm going to stamp that on my white. I think I'm going to do it in the bottom left corner. So this card is going to be landscape. So this is in pumpkin pie. And then I'm going to add some background stamps in the peach pie, which is just a lighter shade, but similar colors. So this also is from Country Flowers. It's just some greenery. And I'm going to stamp a random pattern on this little piece of white. All right. Now I've got a little bit of ink on my workstation, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And close up my ink pad so I don't get ink all over my fingers like normal. All right, so this piece of white is going to be layered onto our piece of peach pie. That's 2 3/4 by 4. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of ribbon. I love Tombow because it gives me a few seconds to readjust my paper. All right, now somewhere in my mess, oh here it is, I've got my peach pie ribbon. And I don't need very much because I'm not going to tie a bow. I'm just going to add some ribbon. So I like to use tear and tape just on the back of the cardstock where I'm going to add the ribbon. And if you don't have one of these take your pick tools, they're super handy for all things, including pulling the backing off the tear and tape and backing off your dimensionals as well. All right, so I'm just going to wrap this around and fold it over. Just make sure it's stuck to my tear and tape. Now this piece I'm going to pop up, so I'm just going to add a little bit more tear and tape to the back to hold this ribbon down. Oh, thanks Shannon, I appreciate that comment. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and pre-stamped and die cut out some of the images from the Country Flower set. So I used this jug and these flowers, and then I added some leaves in the background, and that's from the die cuts for this set. So that's already done and ready to go. And when I'm ready, oh, I got this stuck with the tear and tape. When I get this added to the front of the card, I'm just going to put this right on the side here. So I'm going to put that aside for a second. And this piece is a layer for the front of the card, but what I want to do is emboss it. And I'm going to use the 3D eyelet embossing folder. Let me just grab the embossing machine. And I'll run this through really quick. All right, get this out of the way. It's such a beast. All right, so I've got my card base here. This embossed piece, that's in pumpkin pie, and it's 5 by 4 1/4. I'm just going to glue this down to the front of the card base. And then we'll add the other layers, and the front of the card will be done. So quick and easy. Okay, so normally I do my lives on Monday night, but I will be away for a work trip, and I know the hotel that I stay at does not have good internet connection. However, that seemed to be my problem this morning too, so I am going to take along a paper pumpkin with me because I have one that I haven't finished yet, so I've got some crafting plans. And I'm looking forward to early nights at the hotel and a little bit of shopping because the hotel I stay at is right by a really good mall. So I like to head over there after work and grab dinner from the food court and browse around and see what the people do in the big cities. We don't have big malls like that on the island. So it'll be fun. It's a boat ride over to where I'm going for work. It's about an hour and a half on the ferry. I've already booked my ferry reservation. If you live on the island, you know ferry reservations are kind of a must. All right, this I've popped up with some dimensionals. I'm just going to throw that in on the middle of the card. And then I'm not going to pop this piece up. I'm just going to use some glue to stick that down. And then all we have to do is add some layers to the inside of the card, and this is done. This is just a really simple card design that you can use with any papers, any stamp set, and any embossing folder. Okay, there's a card front. And then I've got my layers for the inside of the card, and I'm just going to add to the corners a little bit of the leaves. And oops, I messed that up. Let's see if I can fix that. If I can line that up perfectly, I might salvage it. Otherwise, I'm just going to flip my card around. Let's see what happens. No, that's okay. I'm going to flip my card around. Try it again. I've got a little bit of blue ink on the front of this, but that's okay. That is typical from cards. Oh, I've got a few more people joining in. I'm sorry I missed your comments. Hi, Cookie from Florida. Hello, Sherry. Happy Mother's Day to you too from Albuquerque. Albuquerque, am I saying that right? New Mexico. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so now I'm just going to layer this onto my pumpkin pie layer and stick this to the inside of the card. And then I'm going to show you guys the other samples I've made with a few other stamp sets that are new in the catalog that I think are going to be my favorites. All right. Okay, almost done. Does anybody have any plans for today? I've got a big to-do list I want to get done before the end of the day just to get ready for my trip. I got to pack a little bit of house cleaning and laundry, possibly run into town and get some groceries, and I need to finish making some project kits for May 18th for the Crafty Spring Social. All right, so here is the card. Here's the front. There's the inside. And I made another one using the sketched butterfly stamp set. This is brand new in the catalog, and I think it's going to be one of my favorites. So same design, just a different embossing folder, different colors. And I've used the new in colors, Pretty in Pink and Petunia Pop. And there's the inside. And then I made another sample with the Seaside Wishes bundle, and this might be my all-time favorite for now because that'll change when new stuff comes, but here's the sample for this card. So I just used, this is the new Summer Splash, and then I used Coastal Cabana as a layer behind. And on the inside, I had cut out a sand dollar in the basic beige, and then I just added it to the corners. Oh, Shannon, a barbecue at your mother-in-law's. That sounds fun. And pineapple upside down cake. Well, while you're watching this, oh, that's awesome. I haven't had that in a long time, but it's very tasty. So that is it for today. I'm just going to share a few upcoming classes that are coming up. So if that's not your thing, feel free to drop off this live, but thank you so much for joining me. So May 18th, Tanya, the Canadian Stamper, and I are collaborating on a crafty spring social. Unless something changed yesterday, there is one spot left, but this is an in-person event on Vancouver Island in Colwood. So if you're watching and you're local and you want to come, then reach out to either myself or Tanya, and we'll see if that one remaining spot is still available. So it is a $40 registration. You get $25 in products, 4 make and takes, snacks, games, a station where you get to make a few things we call it our goodie station. So there'll be a few things that you get to make for yourself there, and make your own pack of designer series paper out of some of the new things that are in the catalog. And I think I'm missing something. Oh, prizes. And we do have lots of different prizes. And the grand prize is a mini Stampin' Cup machine. So that's that. That's coming up next weekend, May 26th. I will be doing a free online class. That's Sunday, May 26th, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. And I'll be using the Country Flowers bundle. Everybody can join. It is free, and I will post measurements in the Facebook event well in advance of the class for those who want to come. So I'll put the link for that event in the comments of this video. And sometime in June, I'll do a class for the Seaside Wishes, because this is too good not to do a class on. So that is it. Oh, yes, and I do have an email link that I'm also going to put in the comments. So if you want to stay up to date with all the things that are coming, then please subscribe to the email. And I'm just going to flip my camera around. And thanks everybody for tuning in live today. If you're catching me on a replay, either YouTube or Facebook, say hello, tell me where you're from, and happy Mother's Day, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in.